as well. Fantastic talent. We are going to hear from them very quickly. We kick things off on Saturday evening. This is our prelim fight. It is Ziad Al-Mayyouf versus Michael Bullock. It is time to hear from the fighters, and we'll start first with Michael Bullock. Michael, Riyadh season has always been about giving fighters opportunities. You get your opportunity here, a massive card in LA. You kick things off. How excited are you to be in LA and fighting on Riyadh season?
I'm very excited to be here and get the opportunity to show my skills on the big gal, so I can show you best dance in the ring when I be in between the ropes. So thank you for everything, and I came here.
Ziad Al-Mayyouf is a big favorite, Michael. How do you stop, or how do you get that victory over Ziad on Saturday?
I don't know, it's a boxing. We're gonna see what's happened. I wanna show my best skills and we see what's happened in the ring. If it's gonna be opportunity, I wanna finish fight first in the third round maybe. We're gonna see what's happening.
I like it. I like when fighters big rounds. It's good. It's confidence. Ziad Al-Mayyouf, you're nodding as you hear that. This is a dream come true for you. Again, I think your story is absolutely fantastic, and here you are on a Terence Crawford card in LA. You're out here. You're representing your country. You're representing your gym. What does it feel like in this moment for you?
First of all, I just want to thank the custodian of the two holy mosques, the King, His Royal Highness the Crown Prince, for the faith in me to be a flag bearer in such a revolutionary time for the kingdom, and also His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh for the opportunity and the unprecedented support. It's funny you say, I just love the story. I love the story I'm in because this is a multi-generational story that I'm living right now. Every generation you get the power puncher. Every generation you get the fast one, the slick one, but it's only multi-generational where you get the history maker, the superhero, the symbol, representing not only a state or a city, but a country in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, or even a whole side of the world in the Arab world. And I just love making history, and I want to make history again come Saturday night, becoming the first ever Saudi Arabian professional boxer to fight in the US. But more importantly, I want to become the first of many. This isn't for me. What I'm doing right now is not for me, it's for the fighters who are gonna come after me in Saudi Arabia and in the Arab world, where we get to see them shine bigger and better. But hopefully I continue that historical story of becoming the first world champion, first unified, undisputed, and you never know, just become the people's champ. For the people, by the people.
I think you already are the people's champion. Well said, Ziad Al-Mayyouf. You are training now with Buddy McGirt, Ziad. What's that like training with a Hall of Fame trainer?
It's a dream come true, for anyone who doesn't know, when I first moved to the US in 2019, I was in my college dorm room, and to be fully honest, before I knew Buddy McGirt was still alive, I used to study his jab. I used to study his jab in my dorm room. I have it mentioned on my Instagram story 3 years before I met Buddy McGirt. COVID hits, gym closed down, gyms all over the state closed down. We find a gym that's open, behind closed doors. I walk in, and then walks in months later, the loudest person in the room, Buddy McGirt. I start sparring his guys. I get my behind handed to me for about a year, but then I start making my way up and keep coming back. And before you know it, Buddy McGirt is my coach. 3 years after I studied him alone, past midnight in my college dorm room, studying his jab, his jab, his jab. And the first thing he complimented about me was my jab. So if this isn't written in the stars, I don't know what is.
Incredible story, and look where we are now. Ziad Al-Mayyouf versus Michael Bullock will open the card on Saturday. A fantastic fight in the super middleweight division, two guys unbeaten. As you know the phrase, someone's O has got to go. Steve Nelson versus Marcos Ramon Vasquez. I want to come to you first, Steve. You've almost been the guy that a lot of people have been talking about behind the scenes. And we've been waiting for you to come out in the front. You're doing it now on a good friend of yours, Terence Crawford's card. What does it mean to be on such a big card for you?
First off, I want to make a correction. It's so cold. I know I'm not a superstar yet. Everybody knows it's so cold. I still
Big call, I'm sorry.
I think everybody who put this card together, the Zone, Eddie, Turkey, And to be on this card, it's a blessing. You know, we train every day. You know, I've been training next to Bud since I started boxing. I had a late start at age 21 back in 2010. And to be here and to be in front of everybody and to display my talent, it's amazing.
You've been asking for a step up. I've seen your interviews. You said, okay, look, put me in there with someone that I can showcase my skills. You've got an unbeaten fighter in Marcos Vasquez. Do you feel like this will be that coming out party where you do showcase to everyone in the super middleweight division is how dangerous you can be?
Yes, definitely, man. Like this year, it's probably halfway through, and it's been a tough year for me. So, you know, I'm usually the guy that's joking and playful and happy, but right now I got a lot of tension I got let out. And I'm sorry to the opponent, he got picked. It's nothing personal to him, but it's personal for me. You know, I have a lot to let go, and he's gonna be the one I'm gonna do it on.
Marcus, very similar to Steve. You've been asking for a big fight as well. You've been asking for the step up. You're unbeaten as well. What do you make of your opponent, Steve Nelson?
Buenas tardes. Primero que nada, gracias a toda la gente que está aquí el día de hoy. Agradecido también con Brandon de Vida Promotion, con Mushroom, por darme la oportunidad de estar aquí en el gran evento. Vengo de Tijuana, representado en Tijuana. Vengo de una colonia que se llama Mariano Matamoros. El venir de allá y estar en un lugar como este en este momento para mí es una gran motivación a representar a Tijuana. He pensado en estas noches que estaba en el hotel, he pensado muchas cosas por las que he pasado, de dónde vengo, cosas que han pasado en mi familia, cosas personales, y eso me llena de gran fuerza, de gran motivación. Sé el reto que tengo delante de mí, pero confío en la preparación que hice, confío en todos estos años que he trabajado fuerte, confío en mi equipo de trabajo, confío en toda la gente que me apoya. Tengo mucha gente que me apoya, mi familia principalmente, y estoy aquí vine a ganar, no vengo del Mariano Matamoros de Tijuana a perder, yo vengo a ganar. Y viva Tijuana y viva México.
Okay, first of all, thanks for everyone who's put the show on, in particular to His Excellency Turki Al Sheikh. What I'd like to say is that I'm a guy from Tijuana, just down the road, and people from Tijuana don't come into fights like this to lose, yeah? I've come here, I've got the full backing of my support team, my coaches. We've put in a tremendous amount of work to build up for this. I know what an absolute pleasure this is to be here and an honour. I'm proud to be part of such a fantastic, momentous occasion. And as I say, we come here to do the business, and I want to take the title back to Tijuana and to my family.
Jose, thank you very much. Marcos, thank you. Fantastic fight in the super middleweight division. Again, two unbeaten fighters. Steve Nelson versus Marcos Ramon Vasquez. We now move into the lightweight division, one of the most stacked divisions in boxing, and Eddie Hearn would say that he's probably got the best lightweight in the world right now, and that man is Andy Cruz, who takes on Antonio Moran. Andy Cruz, we get to see you again. Obviously, you know how exciting Eddie Hearn is about you. What are you expecting from Antonio Moran on Saturday?
Entonces, está bien verte de nuevo, un gusto para todos nosotros, y Eddie también tiene muchas ganas de verte luchar, pelear otra vez. ¿Qué estás esperando de la pelea de sábado del rival Antonio Moran?
No, primeramente darle las gracias a todos los presentes acá. Van a ser testigos de una de las carteleras más duras del año. Darle las gracias a mi equipo de trabajo por darme la oportunidad de estar aquí, a Eddie, promotor del mundo, y decirles que no voy a hablar mucho, vine preparado para dar un espectáculo y simplemente decirles que el ring dirá la última palabra.
Okay, first of all, thanks ever so much to Eddie and to everyone else for putting this on, and a big thank you to my team as well, my coaching team. We've prepared really well also. You know, I'm honoured, I'm excited, and I'm really pleased and happy to be part of the biggest bill in boxing this year, possibly you could say, yeah? I'm not one for talking too much. I think that I'm ready. I think it's better to leave any predictions and talking because it's always the ring that decides the outcome.
Very, very true. Although Andy Cruz did say that he thinks he's going to get a 5th round stoppage. Yeah?
Pero has dicho, Andy, que ibas a pararle en el quinto, ¿no? Anoche estuve aquí yo también.
Sí, por supuesto. Voy a mejorar lo que hizo Devin Haney.
Yeah, I'm going to try and beat what I did against Devin Haney for sure, yeah.
Antonio, when you hear that kind of talk, that he's going to try and do better than Devin Haney, do you find it disrespectful? Do you find maybe that he's underestimating your professional experience?
Antonio, cuando escuchas este tipo de frases, marca una falta de respeto de tus habilidades y tu técnica. Dinos la palabra.
¿Qué tal? Buenas tardes. Primero que nada, muy agradecido de estar aquí en esta cartelera muy importante. Como lo dijo Andy, ¿no? Es una de las mejores que va a haber en el año. Y respecto a lo que dice, pues no, yo creo que en el boxeo se habla más en el ring que abajo, ¿no? No soy el mismo que peleó con Devin Haney hace 5 años, entonces venimos preparados, venimos motivados. He pasado muchas cosas para llegar a esta pelea y entonces mental y físicamente venimos al 100 y pasados.
No, thank you first of all to everyone. I'd just like to say how grateful I am for the opportunity to take part, as everyone's saying, such a massive event. Again, I'm not one for talking too much. I think in the game of boxing, perhaps it's more important to do your talking in the ring rather than in places like this, down here, out of the ring. What I would say is that I've gone through a lot, and I've progressed a lot as a fighter since that fight with Devin. I would say that I'm absolutely 100% raring to go, and we'll see what happens on the night.
Thank you very much, Antonio Moran. Andy Cruz versus Antonio Moran. Remember, it's for the IBF International Lightweight title. Let's move now to the light heavyweight division, which has been ruled for the last few years by Dimitri Bivol and Artur Beterbiev, but we have a few more names now in that division. One of those names is the man to my right, David Morrell, who I think was one of the best 168-pound fighters. He now moves up to 175 pounds and chases those big fights. He'll have to get through a very, very good fighter in Hot Rod Galadzic. But David, you must be excited, a new division. You chased Benavidez in the 168-pound division. Now it looks like you're chasing him in the 175-pound division.
Contento de tener esta oportunidad. Habías buscado al boxeador en la otra división, pero contento ahora de tener esa oportunidad 175.
First, I thank everybody for coming. Thanks, World Boxing, Turkey, like everybody, everything is possible here. Thanks, the Matron too, everybody. Of course, yeah, I'm following him. Like here, in 168, everybody screaming, no want to fight me. So I'm going to 175 because for the new fight, the new opponent, for the big name, for everything. You know, I want everything 175. Not supposed to be 168, but I'm coming for 175 for this. That's it.
Hot Rod, you've been in a world title fight before against Artur Beterbiev. Since that defeat, you've gone unbeaten. You've had some fantastic wins. A lot of people are thinking that David Morrell's already won this fight. You've been in some big fights. Do you feel like you're maybe being underestimated a little bit going into this one?
Yeah, I do. I believe I'm a big, they got me a 10-1 underdog, and I don't believe in that, so I'm going to have to show them on Saturday night.
How good, and look, you're a boxing aficionado, you would have studied David Morrell. How good do you think David Morrell is as a fighter? And when you look at him now, do you feel like, as he was a big 168, he's just a normal size 175 pounder?
I'm not even looking at the size, but regardless, he's good. He's got skill, power, everything. So it's going to be a tough fight, but we're ready for it. And like he said, I believe he's one of the best at 168, and now he's in the light heavyweight class. And I'm just ready for Saturday night.
David, final one to you. At 168 pounds, you were dominant, loads of stoppages. Are you expecting the same on Saturday night? Are you expecting to get a stoppage over Hot Rod?
A 168 dominabas la división, muchas peleas antes del límite. ¿Estás esperando algo parecido el sábado?
I'm not going to the fight for knockout. No, I'm ready for fight the third round. But the knockout is coming to the first. Like I'm ready. You know, like everybody know. Like I'm really ready for 175. I feel good, mentally, physically, everything. So I think so. The knockout coming like the first, the third round. Like, him is that the good boxer. I want to fight him like the Cuban guys before me. So he's the good boxer. But I'm ready. You know, I'm ready. I mean, I think so that the knockout coming before the third round.
Okay, again, a lot of guys here predicting knockouts. We'll see how this one plays out. David Morrell versus Hot Rod Kaladzic. Remember, it's for the vacant WBA World Light Heavyweight title. The fighters are now going to face off. This concludes part one of the press conference. Let's throw it back in the studio to Todd.
Don't say that. Don't say that. I'm on the phone. That's $1 million equipment now that's about to get wet. Okay, so. Yeah, all one. Take them saves up. Stone Cold! Left side, stand up! Hey, Steve! Got a barn burner, ladies and gentlemen, a barn burner! Stone Cold! It's your show tomorrow, baby. So cold. What side, Steve? North side, bottoms. Bottoms, gang. So cold. Let's go ahead and do it all.
last fight. I think that last fight. Oh, but I just want to take together.
I don't want that.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, let's welcome the chair of the California State Athletic Commission, Mr. Peter Villegas.
Hey, welcome, Los Angeles. On behalf of the California State Athletic Commission and our Executive Director, Andy Foster, welcome to this incredible event. Welcome to LA, the #1 sports city in the world. California, the 4th largest economy in the world. I want to thank Riyadh Season, Sella, His Excellency, Matchroom, Eddie Herb, Steve Bash. The Commission is ready to do our part in making sure that we have greatness this weekend. And we welcome all of you from around the world to LA to see where champions are made and where we win championships. Enjoy the weekend. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, part 2 of our 3 press conferences here today will begin shortly.
What that nigga got boy. Agile as fuck, boy. Man, I saw his shit after that. I know he was. Went to? Yeah,
Being on some chill shit. We go 0 to 100, 100 real. They be on that rap to pay the bill. And now I'm fitted, and not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your work. My actions being louder than my words. Late soul, I was still sold down to hurt.
That out, my guy.
Do it on the turkey. Oh Lord,
Great game,
I'm
my guy.
shout out to the bitches that I ain't holding down to say. All up in my phone looking at this from the other night. She gon' get upset if she keeps scrolling to the left.
Ladies and gentlemen, our press conference continues for Riyadh season card. A great night of World Championship Boxing this Saturday, August 3rd in Los Angeles, California. It is all being brought to you by Riyadh Season and the General Entertainment Authority, GIA, and promoted by Eddie Hearns, Matchroom Boxing, Frank Warren for Queensberry Promotions, Sella, and Gold Star Promotions. Let's now welcome the participants, beginning with the fighters. Martin Bakoli. Jared, the real big baby Anderson. Jarrell, big baby Miller. Andy, the Destroyer Ruiz. Jose El Rayo Valenzuela. Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Mr. Spencer Brown of Gold Star Promotions. Promoter, Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing. And now here is your host, Eddie Oladipo.
Thomas, thank you very, very much. Here we go, part two. As you can see, we've gone up a level here. The big boys are here. Isaac Cruz is here defending his WBA World Super Lightweight title against this man, Jose Valenzuela. I've always said, for a fight card, you have to have the heavyweights. No matter what, you have to put a few of the big boys on, and we've got, I think, 4 of the best heavyweights on the planet on this card, and all 4 desperately need a win to go to that next level potentially could be a world title fight either against Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk, Anthony Joshua or Daniel Dubois. That's what's at stake for all the heavyweights on this card. And it is also a bit strange to have two big babies on the card as well. We'll get to that point very shortly. Eddie, that man to your right, Andy Ruiz, you know very, very well, caused you a big, big issue a few years ago, one of the biggest upsets in heavyweight boxing history. But how good is it to see Andy Ruiz and all the other guys, Andy Ruiz in particular on this card, considering he's been out of the ring for 2 years?
Yeah, thanks for the memories, Andy, of that one. But I think the first press conference was fine for an undercard. Like if I was doing this show, that's my undercard. Now we step up to part 2 of the press conference and we look to my right and to my left, and we have individual fights that could headline any fight card on any platform, any network, any arena in the US. I think this just shows the depth of this card. And on one crazy week in New York a couple of months ago, when all the promoters from around the world come together to deliver this country the greatest fight card they've ever seen, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh probably added 2 or 3 fights too many. Then he went and added Eminem as well. That's another story to come later. But when I look to my right, look at these matchups. For me, Jared Anderson against Martin Bakole is one of the best heavyweight matchups of the year. This young man to my right may be the future of the heavyweight division. Certainly is in this country. Martin Bakole is underrated, somewhat unknown in some parts, but he's a legitimate top 15, probably top 10 heavyweight. For me, that is a classic matchup of young prospect against serious heavyweight contender. That is a great fight. Andy Ruiz, so good to see him back. Such an asset to the heavyweight division. Broke our hearts on that horrible night for us at Madison Square Garden on June the 1st, 2019. Of course, we went back to rematch in Riyadh, which was a big moment for boxing in the Middle East and Saudi Arabia. And of course, Israil Big Baby Miller, a guy that's been through it all, ups and downs, and make no mistake, he must win this fight on Saturday. That is a classic heavyweight matchup between two big men that need to win desperately on Saturday. And this fight, made by PBC and Louis de Cubas, what a fight. Two great Mexican fighters. Of course, the man to my right, Pitbull Cruz. You hear the reaction everywhere he goes. Today, last night at Santa Monica, this is one of the biggest stars now of Mexican and American boxing. Sean Gibbons and all the team in the house as well. One of the most exciting fighters on the planet. I'll tell you what, this is a banana skin with Jose Valenzuela. What a great fighter, skillful, and of course now trained by Robert Garcia, one of the best trainers in the world, with Bam and our team down there. This is a classic Mexican matchup on what is, in my opinion, the greatest fight card this country has ever seen. These 3 fights will set the BMO Stadium on fire on Saturday night. Do not miss it. What a night.
Yeah, well said. I think you look at the fighters on stage now, and I mean, any of these could have headlined this card, and this is just still the undercard, obviously. We have Terence Crawford and Israil Madrimov to come to the stage, so it is an absolutely incredible fight card. Spencer, you've put on and helped put on some incredible heavyweight fight cards throughout Riyadh season. When you look at the heavyweights that are on stage now, it almost is just incredible to see what level we're going here with Riyadh season. I mean, Jared Anderson versus Martin Bakole is my pick for fight of the night, and then you've got Andy Ruiz Jr., former unified heavyweight champion, versus this man, Big Baby Miller. It's incredible, isn't it?
I just think it's the pinnacle of boxing, really. It's great to be in LA with such talent. And let me tell you something. Every Riyadh card we do, there's an upset, and there's always a big upset. And I'm looking at these fights thinking it's very, very 50-50. You know, Andy Ruiz is coming back. You know, we love him. He's fantastic. Let's see. He's been out for 2 years. I think he's probably going to be as good as he ever was. I also think that Jared Anderson is the future of boxing, heavyweight boxing, and that's not just from me. That's from a few people I've spoken to. But of course, he's got to get past Martin Bakole, who's sitting next to me. And if anybody knows anything about Martin Bakole, this is a 6'6" smashing machine. He can fight against anybody, I've seen him spar the best of the best of the best. So, you know, there's going to be an upset somewhere on this card on Saturday night.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say the heavyweight fights probably don't go the distance. Let's hear from the fighters. I want to start with Jared Anderson. Jared, there's a lot of pressure on you just because everyone says, you heard Eddie Hearn and His Excellency has said it as well, Spencer Brown has said it, you're the future of the heavyweight division in this country. Do you enjoy that pressure? Do you feel that extra pressure?
No.
I love it, a man of very few words. What about the moment for you, Jared? Obviously, the Riyadh season, you've asked for a big event, you've asked to be part of a big event, you are now a part of this one, you're one of the main faces here as well. How exciting is it to be a part of Riyadh season?
I'm extremely honored and blessed to be here. Just, you know, basking in the moment. This is an amazing card, amazing place to be. LA is an amazing place to be. I just know I'm going to show out, show why I'm here and why they all say I'm the future.
Martin Bakole was put to you and your team, you accepted. Was there a reason? I mean, you could have had the pick of any other heavyweights. You said, yes, let's do this one. Martin Bakole, why?
They offered it. I told him I'd fight anybody who he was offering. He told me the top 18. I told him yes. It didn't matter who he said. I was going to say yes regardless. So they picked him. He's who I have to go through.
Obviously now you are with Sugar Hill Stewart, obviously a fantastic trainer. What's it been like? Obviously he's tried to maybe change a few things, maybe get rid of some bad habits. What's it been like with Sugar Hill?
I just want to correct and let y'all know I am still with my head trainer as well. Sugar Hill is taking lead on this fight. He here right now. My head coach is at home handling the business. But regardless of that, he hasn't changed anything. He's only added to it, and that's what we lead with. You know what I mean? So just expect to see a better Jared of everything I've done and fixing some things. But we haven't had to change anything. We just improved.
Better Jared is a very scary proposition. Martin Bakole, you've been wanting big fights for so long. We've spoken before. You've been one of the, I think, most avoided heavyweights. Yourself and Billy Nelson have struggled to get the big fights. You get a big one now. You're smiling. You wanted this opportunity. Here you are in America. How excited are you, not just to be in America, to be fighting a big name in Jared Anderson?
Yeah, first I want to thank Excellency Turk, and I want to thank my promoter boxer here, Big Spence, my team, Billy Nelson. So, like I said, I always want a big fight, and Saturday night I'm going to face the best heavyweight in America. My first debut in America, I'm so excited.
You're both big punchers, you're both guys that stay in the pocket and like to trade. Are you expecting this one to go the distance, or are you expecting to knock out Jared Anderson on Saturday?
I don't know if he will take my power. Let's see what he's going to bring on Saturday night.
He can hit as well. Do you think you can take his power?
I can take everyone's power. A big man, machine.
If you do, and I know you won't look past it, but if you do, you've called some of the big names before. If you get past Jared Anderson, who do you want next?
Everyone.
Potentially, I think, fight of the night. We are talking Jared Anderson versus Martin Bakole. Don't blink in that one. I don't expect that one to go the distance, as I do not expect this one to go the distance as well. Andy Ruiz, former unified heavyweight champion of the world, has been out the ring for 2 years, but I think we all know the best Andy Ruiz is one of the best heavyweights in boxing. Andy, it's good to see you, Andy. It's good to see you back as well.
Yeah, thank you, man. It's an honor to be here, especially from the long 2 years that I haven't been in boxing, but it's truly blessed to be here.
What's it like, Andy? I mean, you went over to Saudi Arabia. You were actually ringside for Israil Madrimov versus Daniel Dubois. You saw what Riyadh season was about. What's it like to be on a Riyadh season card for you?
It's amazing, man, especially from the 2 years off, like I was saying, and for Excellency Turkey giving me this opportunity. And, you know, I just got to show up and show out against Gerald Miller. He lost over there against, when I went over there in Saudi Arabia. I know he's coming hungry. I know he wants to win, but so do I. I want to win. I'm hungry and I'm motivated. I'm physically ready and prepared. And we're going to do this, man.
Let's bring in Jarrell, Big Baby Miller. Jarrell, you laugh when I say Big Baby Miller. We know there's a couple of big babies here. Jarrell, what's it been like, Jarrell, since that defeat to Daniel Dubois? Obviously, look, I can see you're a lot slimmer. You told me you lost 50 pounds. You know this is do or die, and this is a must-win fight, right?
First, assalamu alaikum.
want to thank Brother Turkey for this opportunity, Gold Star, Papa Spencer Brown, man, for being a man of his word. One thing I tell you about the sport of boxing, there's a lot of fakes, a lot of people that want to rob and steal from us fighters, and we put our life on the line. But what I've seen is out over here to my left, Brad Spencer, man, has really been a man of his word and a blessing to the sport of boxing as well with Brother Turkey. One thing I can tell you about me is though, I never run from a fight, never have, never will. Man, that fight with Dubois, yes, it was last minute, wasn't 100%. You know, I was whooping his behind, and your boy just ran out of gas, man. And you know, I never quit. And I took my ass whooping like a man, and I said, God, when I get out of this, it's going time for me to turn up and get back to my old self. You know, it's the first time I had a camp in 4.5 years, like a camp that's dedicated to myself. You know, I had my coach Sosa with me. I had the whole Philly team, the Dungeon, Bozy, Boots Ennis, you know, Coach Aaron, those guys really just put the pressure on my ass, man. And we just put the work in. And my brother Mike, it was my nutritionist and cook. But we dropped 40 pounds like it was nothing, man. I work hard. Don't get it twisted. When I'm in that gym, I'm busting my ass. So, like I said, the Dubois fighters woke up a demon in me, man. It woke up a demon in me that I haven't seen in myself in a while. And come August 3rd, I'm going to fuck Andy Ruiz up. Mark my word.
I believe you when you say it like that. Look, the concentration is on Andy Ruiz, that's your opponent, but look, the elephant in the room is there has been some back and forth a little bit between you and Jared Anderson. Is it because we're saying he's the future of the American heavyweight division? Is it the big baby situation? What is the situation? Can we clear it up?
Listen, I'm 9 years older than him. I've been in this game way longer than he has. I fought kickboxing, MMA, I've been all across the world. I've never been afraid to go into someone's backyard. They offered him a fight with me, he turned it down. You know, my thing is with me, as much as I'm calm right now, I'm a real street kid that turned his life around. Like, I've done everything, I've stole everything, and boxing saved my life. But let's get something straight up. I don't run from nobody. You're not gonna go on Instagram and clickbait and text me and type and do a little nonsense, and when you see me in person, you're gonna run like a little bitch. You're not gonna do that. I'm gonna run up on you, I'm gonna talk to you and say what I gotta say. Then you're gonna never look at me. Then you never look at my direction. Nobody's want no smoke with me. Believe that, because I ain't running from nobody. But like I said, it ain't about it's bigger than the big baby name. You know what I mean? I don't think he getting past Bacoli. Even if he don't get past Bacoli, whatever happens, I want his ass next, because Dubois and them gonna have matchups anyway. So I ain't gonna get Dubois and AJ right now, right away. So you know, it is what it is. So when whoever get past his card, even if he lose, I still want to spank that ass. You know what I'm trying to say? Okay, you really the crying baby, not the big baby. There's only one original big baby. That's my ass right here in front of you.
It's going to lose. Before we move on, obviously, look, Jarrell, you're an experienced fighter. Do you have to make sure and be careful that you do concentrate on the task at hand, Andy Ruiz, and not Jared Anderson?
No, 100%. Like I said, I'm not even worried about him right now. You ask me a question, I answer your question. We all know we've been in camp training. You know, we focus on Andy Ruiz. You know, we gonna listen, man. I mean, that's the reason why I'm not on social media. I haven't been talking much. I just been in the laboratory working. I've been in the gym training. You know, I'm very vocal. I'm very outspoken, but there's no time for that. This time was for me to shut up and go in the gym and put in that work. And clearly, you're gonna see when it comes August 3rd, I'm having burritos and nachos, and I'm gonna put an ass whooping on my boy. Ain't nothing. Don't get it twisted, man. Like, ain't nothing but love between me and Andy, man. It's nothing but love outside the sport of boxing. But when we get in that ring, it's gonna be a different switch, and I gotta kick his ass. It's plain and simple. Belize and Mexico's gonna be in the building come Saturday night.
Very good. I want to give Jared the right to respond on that. Jared, I know your head's down, but you heard what he said there, Jared. Is that a fight eventually that you want down the line?
Tell him when.
Tell him when, he said.
Man, listen, they offered you to fight like 2 months ago. You had no.
No, they didn't. Stop capping.
Ain't nobody capping nothing, bro. You soften the baby shit too, bro.
Yeah, as y'all can see, he likes to talk. He's capping.
And I back it up. Still back it up.
He ain't got no proof.
But look, let's hope.
That's my son.
Only proof is him getting stopped.
That's a copycat. That's a copycat.
Only proof is him getting stopped.
Now, we did fight one real heavyweight, Charles Martin, a 7-day notice, almost whooped your ass. Now you got Marble Cody, who been in here, been around in the jungle. We see how you gonna do. Not no over 5-pound cruiserweight you've been fighting on top rank, been hyping you up.
You say so.
Welcome to the real big boys now.
Of course. You're 30 fucking 4, B.
I think it's fair to say both of them get through their respective fights on Saturday. We might see the battle of the two big babies. All right, let's focus now on the WBA World Super Lightweight title. Isaac Cruz, the man to the right, will take on Jose Valenzuela. Let's start with the champion first. Isaac Cruz, it's been an incredible run for you. Obviously, you capped it off with that magnificent performance against Rolando Romero. What does it feel like now you are a world champion?
Entonces has tenido una serie increíble de resultados y victorias, coronándolo con la victoria contra Rolly. Entonces, ¿cómo te sientes? ¿Cómo has sido siendo campeón mundial en tu división?
Estamos muy motivados, muy contentos y bueno, venimos a defender exitosamente el campeonato del mundo.
We're very, very happy, we're very determined. We've got a goal in mind, and that is to defend this newly won world title.
What do you make of Jose Valenzuela as a fighter? We saw him last time out against Chris Colbert, I think, put in a fantastic performance. I thought he won the first fight between them as well. What kind of challenge do you expect Jose Valenzuela to bring to you?
¿Qué tipo de reto esperas de Valenzuela? Ha rendido bien en sus dos últimas peleas, igual ganó las dos veces. ¿Qué esperas de él?
Esperamos lo mejor, que venga muy bien preparado para dar una gran pelea y que la gente sea la ganadora.
We're expecting the very best from him, but the main thing is that I'm coming into this really well prepared and I'm intending to come away with the victory.
You have so many fans, Israil Cruz. Everyone loves the way in which you fight. BMO Stadium, I think predominantly will be your fans there. How exciting is it to be fighting co-main event against Jose Valenzuela, Riyadh season, in a stadium which will basically be for you?
¿Cuántas ganas tienes de pelear el sábado? Porque tiene una afición aquí muy importante, gran afición aquí en Los Ángeles de mexicanos. El estadio BMO va a ser increíble, ¿no? ¿Cómo son los pensamientos antes de esto, con todo este apoyo?
Tenemos muchas ganas ya, muchas ansias de subir y bueno, dar un gran espectáculo y defender el título ante un gran peleador, y estamos muy contentos de presentarnos nuevamente ante mucha gente mexicana.
No, we can't wait for it to get started. We can't wait to climb into that ring. We know we're going to have a massive Mexican presence there. It's going to be fantastic to hear so many Mexican fans there. And it's going to put on a great show. It's going to be a great challenge, I know, but we're going to put on a show and it's going to be great.
And that challenge is against Jose Valenzuela. Jose, we spoke in the week. This is it, right? This is the opportunity you wanted. A world title fight. You move up a weight class as well. You look fantastic. 140 pounds. Robert Garcia has obviously got you in fantastic shape. You're ready for this opportunity, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely. This is what I've been dreaming for my whole life, and I had a great training camp, and I'm ready to make the most of it.
Do you feel like you've got the style? Have you seen a fighter in the past maybe cause Pitbull problems that you have a similar style to? Do you feel like you've got the style to beat Pitbull?
Yeah, I think I got the height, I got the length, I got the skills, and I sharpened up everything, to come prepared.
There's been a narrative going around that if Pitbull wins, it's by knockout. If you win, it's going to be on points. Do you feel like you can stop Pitbull?
I believe so. I believe I have the power to stop Pitbull or anybody, with them 8-ounce gloves, you get hit in the chin, definitely going down.
And final one, what would it mean for you to become world champion, Riyadh season cards? As Eddie said, one of the biggest cards, if not the biggest card we've ever seen in America. You're co-main eventing it. To become world champion, surely dreams are made of.
Yeah, it would mean the world to me, all the sacrifice my parents did to get me here. It'd be me paying them back.
Fantastic. Jose Valenzuela. Remember, Israil Cruz versus Jose Valenzuela. Co-main event, WBA World Super Lightweight title on the line. The big boys are here as well. We're going to do face-offs, so as we do that, throw it back to the guys in the studio.
Viva Mexico! Viva Mexico!
Face off, face the big babies off too. Just for fun.
I see it, I got it though. Oh, give my second. Give my second. Give my second. Give my second. That was coming right to me.
See? Oh, I like that hat. I want one of those.
I didn't even know you were right there.
I gotta give you a hat.
I know. I had to take. Oh, I know, girl. We've been going through it. But today is day 2 of not crying. Oh, I'm not having it anymore. I can assure you. I remember that. What?
You see? Look at never again. No, I can't do it.
Never again.
Still,
never again. It's gonna be me and that punk ass turtle. Because that turtle will probably outlive me.
That always I feel like there's more down in there.
It doesn't reflect.
Did I try to post it now? I'll do that.
I don't feel like it.
Right. feel like we're like so red teamed everyone. Like do you want to try to get Crawford? I don't know if they come out that way.
I can see both sides there.
Oh, then yeah, they're gonna come out.
Which one? I don't know where we stand over there, but I don't want to disrupt everybody.
Somebody did it to the Saudi too, bro.
I wish I could go there. I should have went with red. That's what I could go
It's already up. Hey. I already HD everything.
I think they're going to make them sit down.
get home, dog. Let's go. Hey, I still ain't heard nothing, bro. I ain't heard nothing. No, about
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the world famous TCL Chinese Theater here in Hollywood, California, USA for the final press conference for the Riyadh season card, Los Angeles, brought to you by Riyadh Season and the General Entertainment Authority, promoted by Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing, Frank Warren for Queensbury Promotion Seller, and Gold Star Promotions in association with League One and World of Boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, special thanks to the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, the Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, and His Excellency, Chairman of the General Entertainment Authority, GEA, Turki Al Sheikh. It all goes down Saturday night at BMO Stadium in Los Angeles. Let's bring the main event principals to the stage at this time for this final press conference. First up, Mr. Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing.
Today's gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do.
And next up to the stage, Mr. Spencer Brown for Gold Star Promotions. Let's meet the trainers of the two principals in the main event. First, the trainer for the champion, Joel Diaz. And welcome to the stage, the trainer for the challenger, Brian Bomack McIntyre. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the fighters. Both undefeated. Somebody's O has got to go on Saturday night. It's 12 rounds of boxing for the WBA Super Welterweight Championship of the World. Coming to the stage first, he's the fighting pride of Uzbekistan, all Uzbekistan. He is the reigning, defending, undefeated WBA champion of the world, Israil, the Dream Madrimov. Here is the reigning and defending undefeated WBA champion of the world, Israil, the Dream Madrimov. And next up to the stage, he's the challenger in this fight, recognized as pound for pound, the best fighter in the world today. He's the fighting pride of Omaha, Nebraska, USA, the former lightweight world champion, former undisputed super lightweight world champion, and current undisputed, undefeated welterweight champion of the world, Terence Crawford.
opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted. One moment, but you capture. Just let it slip. Yo. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking now, everybody's choking now. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes gravity. Choke. He's so mad, but he won't give up. Daddies, he know he won't have it. He knows his whole back to these ropes. It don't matter. He's dope. He knows that, but he's pro. He's so stagnant.
And how appropriate that he enters to the music of Eminem, because Eminem will be performing on Saturday night at BMO Stadium at this time, ladies and gentlemen. Your host, Mr. Adi Oladipo.
The great Michael Buffer introducing Adi Oladipo, incredible. Look, this is it, right? This is what we want. This is what we've been waiting for. Big fights, big events, and it doesn't get much bigger when the pound-for-pound star, the pound-for-pound #1, Terence Crawford, is in the building. And he takes on the unbeaten 154-pound WBA champion, Israil Madrimov. Boxing can be very complicated. Boxing also can be very simple. Put on good fights and good cards and people will turn up. Put on good fights and good cards and the fighters get excited well. And I know both guys are very excited about what we can expect on Saturday night. Again, Terence Crawford bidding to become a full-weight world champion, already undisputed, and looking to cause more problems in another weight class. Israil Madrimov wanting to prove that he will be one of the pound-for-pound future stars of boxing and will hold on to that WBA 154-pound belt. Let's get straight to it because I think it might start raining. I want to come straight to you first, Mr. Spencer Brown. Look, this is an incredible fight card. I want you to speak to how this fight card has come about. Riyadh season, we've already seen some incredible events. This one might be the biggest.
Yeah, look, we discussed the putting a show on in America with our boss Turki Al-Sheikh, and we didn't think it would go this big or it would go this extensive. But as we can see, for me it's a world-class card. I've got to congratulate Eddie Earn for doing it because he's the main powerhouse behind it. Him and Turki Al-Sheikh. But we've also got to remember the people behind this, and they're going to put a lot of big shows on in America. This is just the start. This is just the start of what's going to happen. You're going to see some very, very big events, not just in Los Angeles, in Vegas, you know, in New York, in some of the biggest boxing places in the world. But he's got a vision, and the vision, one of his visions is America. So, you know, we've got to take our hats off to him, and we've got to thank as well, you know, King Salman, and we've also got to thank the Crown Prince, Mohammed bin Salman, whose vision is boxing. He's a massive boxing fan, and his vision is for boxing. So, you know, hold on to your hats because there's plenty more to come. But to start with, I'm just so excited to watch this card of the weekend. I think it's going to be phenomenal. You know, there's legends here. There's people who you know, we'd never see in our lifetimes. You know, we've got a man sitting next to us here who, you know, he's unbelievable. He's just an incredible fighter, and I'm pleased to be sitting next to him. So I'm proud to be sitting next to him. But congratulations, Eddie. Congratulations, Turki Al-Sheikh, and his birthday's this week. So happy birthday, my friend, my brother, and thanks for putting this great card on for us. Thank you.
Yeah, this is our first card in America. I can't wait to see what future cards are going to look like. Eddie, I want to come to you. Firstly, congratulations, Matchroom, an incredible event for your company to put on. But you've tried to put so many fighters against Terence Crawford, so many. Kell Brook, Julius Indongo, Amir Khan, Ricky Burns, 4 fighters that have tried, 4 fighters have failed. Why will Israil Madrimov be the one to succeed?
Well, thanks, Eddie. I know the rain is setting in, and Spencer's just covered everything we really need to. But again, our thanks, of course, to the Crown Prince, His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh. We've been through the undercard to what is the biggest night of boxing in the history of boxing in this country. Of course, as Michael Buffer said as well, throw in Eminem and you've got a night you will not forget. I've just heard from His Excellency's team who told me that tickets are almost gone for Saturday night. We're going to be full to capacity at the BMO Stadium, live on the zone around the world, and rightfully so. Now, make one thing clear, it's an honour to be involved in this event. This is a Riyadh season event in Los Angeles. As we said earlier, Riyadh season was always going to be in Riyadh, October to March. Now Riyadh season is all day, every year, it's global, and the vision for boxing is incredible. This fight, for me, is such a wonderful fight. I mean, the guy to the right, Terence Crawford, you're right, he's a real frustrating guy. You know, he's so good. He even beat me at darts the other day, which was even more disturbing. But he's a great competitor. And for me, actually, I feel like he should be an American superstar, because I think he's everything that's great about sport, everything he's great about competition, everything's great about the mindset, the preparation, living your life like a true great. And we should appreciate him while he's here, because when you talk about the past, the legends of the past, the generational greats, like Leonard, like Hagler, like Duran, Terence Crawford is all up at that level, and he will be remembered as a true great of the sport, and someone that didn't duck anyone. Now that's enough of the fanboy of Terence Crawford, because I want to tell you one thing that's very important. This guy to my left is a serious man. Since he turned professional and he came out as one of the best amateurs from Uzbekistan, we have been waiting and praying for an opportunity for him to show his greatness. No one ever wanted to fight him. They called him the young mini Gennady Golovkin. In my opinion, potentially better. 154-pound wrecking machine. Not just with power and chin, with great movement, with great ring IQ, all the things that Terence Crawford has. And I know that Terence and Bomac won't overlook this man. Some of you guys are. I know that some people, we're on His Excellency's team, already planning the future. I'm telling you on Saturday night, this man is about to give everything. This will be the toughest fight of Terence Crawford's career, by no doubt at all. This feels so similar to when Canelo Alvarez boxed Dimitri Bivol. This guy's from the same kind of school. You guys respect him, you know how good he is. But when Dimitri Bivol won with ease, do not be surprised if this guy causes a huge upset on Saturday night to become the new pound-for-pound king. Uzbek power, Israil Madrimov, a whole country behind him. He will give you and the viewers around the world an incredible fight on Saturday night. He's a serious pound-for-pound talent himself. You're going to see a wonderful fight between two modern-day greats. Enjoy it. Good luck, Terence. Good luck, Israel. And lucky you guys, because you are going to be entertained on Saturday night like you have never been entertained before. Get there early, BMO Stadium, the zone around the world. Enjoy a wonderful night of boxing. Two great fighters, two great men. Let's celebrate them.
Sold, Eddie. Take my money. Well done. I want to quickly bring in Vadim Kornilov. Look, I've known Vadim for a while. So many fantastic fighters, Vadim, in your stable. Obviously, you mentioned Dimitri Bivol, one of the best fighters on planet Earth, and now you have this man, Israil Madrimov, someone you've worked with for a long time. Speak to what Eddie just said about how good, maybe for the American audience that don't know too much about Israil, just how good Madrimov is.
I think it's important to say, in addition to what Eddie has already said, is that every time there's an opponent or there's a fighter in the ring, it's about the package. And I've said this before to the press, and I think Madrimov is the package. And some fighters, you know, they're in the wrong stages of their career, or maybe they don't have enough power, or they're smaller for the weight class. This fight is two boxers who are a complete package, and it's going to matter who's got that little bit more to win the fight. So I think it's going to be very, very competitive, and I think Israil has done everything in camp. He's mentally here, he's focused, he's feeling great, and I think that everybody's going to be very impressed with his performance. And I just want to say that you know, everybody's been mentioned, everybody who's involved, but I just want to give a lot of credit to Eddie Hearn, Matchroom, Frank Smith, because they're going all over the world. They're finding guys, you know, from all over the world, and they're giving him an opportunity. And Matchroom has brought, you know, obviously World of Boxing started with Madrimov and Andrei Rybinski, but Matchroom has brought most of the fights for Madrimov. Most of them were in the United States. Israil has been living in India for 6 years, training and fighting. You know, a lot of his fights have been in the United States. And he's here because of everybody involved. You know, it's the promoters, it's Coach Joel Diaz, Ben Hernandez, Alec Frolov. It's all of our team. It's not only Madrimov, it's not only me or the promoters. It's the whole team that's brought this together, and I'm very thankful for that. And I hope that there's going to be more promoters that keep on doing this and bring these fighters and give them an opportunity all over the world to perform and show their skills at a level like this. Thank you.
Thank you very much. It isn't just two world-class fighters that are going to duke it out on Saturday. It's two world-class trainers as well. In Joel Diaz, one of the best trainers out there, and Bomac, who's been doing incredible things, not just with Terence Crawford, so many fantastic fighters as well. Bomac, firstly, congratulations on this journey with Terence Crawford. It's one that I've watched from afar for so many years, and I always felt like you guys never got the praise because all the other fighters were on the opposite side of the road. You now went over to the opposite side of the road and whooped those asses. And now you're here, you've got a fantastic opportunity. Speak to us about the journey that you and Terence Crawford have gone through over the years.
The journey has been a struggle at times. It's been fun most of the times. But, you know, I'm sure me or any one of the team members wouldn't want to change it because it builds character within inside the team. Besides, you know, I know we all excited and happy to be here, but we come here to do a job.
And so far, in all of your fights, you've done that job. This is a different type of challenge, though. This is Terence Crawford moving up to another weight class. We've seen him dominate at 135, 140, 147. This is now 154 pounds. Madrimov is naturally the bigger guy. As an amateur, he fought a lot bigger. What kind of challenge is it, moving Terence Crawford up a few pounds?
You know, the challenge at moving up to 54 and fighting Madrimov, going up against Joel Diaz it's a hill that you gotta climb. But I know that, you know, the team, everybody around the team, we want challenges like that. So you guys can say we're the best out there. And we have solidified that in the last couple of years, and we're going to continue it.
Are you staying at this weight class, Bomac, or you may be making a couple more jumps?
Whatever. It don't matter. Put them in front of us, and we're going to get the job done.
Well done, Bomac. And again, congratulations on the success recently. Let's go to Joel Diaz. Joel, you know Terence Crawford very, very well. Obviously, we've spoken throughout the week. It's a fighter that you respect, but in Israil Madrimov, you feel like you have the fighter to get the job done on Saturday.
First of all, I want to thank everybody that's here today, and I want to thank Team Crawford for giving us the opportunity. We're grateful to be here, you know, sharing the ring together. I want to thank Matchroom, Eddie Hearn, Riyadh Season, and everybody that made this possible. My team, my brother Antonio, Alec Frolov, Vadim, for bringing us, helping us be here where we're at. Coming down to the fight, all I can say is I'm going to be very brief. We have a lot of respect for Team Crawford, and we're grateful for the opportunity. But we train, everybody that knows us, everybody that knows my team, we train to win. We have been the B-side many, many times, and we get the victory. And I think Saturday night is gonna be another one of those nights. A lot of people don't know Israil Madrimov, we all understand, but he needed this fight. He needed this opportunity so that the world can know him. And you guys are gonna see what a great fighter, what a great athlete, and a person Israil Madrimov is. Thank you guys.
Let's hear from your champion, the current WBA 154-pound king, Israil Madrimov. Israil, boxing is all about taking opportunities. It's all about having the big fights. This is an opportunity, and this is a very big fight. As we're a few days away, what are the feelings now as you approach the biggest moment of your career?
What's up, Billy? Thank you for coming. I am happy to be here. You know, this fight, big chance for me. I am fighting best fighter in the world. It's my dreaming coming true. I feeling great, and then I want я дерусь с Кроуфордом и его командой. Я думаю, все будет честно и правильно, иншаллах.
I know that I'm fighting the best in Terence Crawford and his team, but I'm also, fighting his fans and the rest of everyone. I just hope everything is going to be fair and neutral, and I'm just expecting that this event is big enough. The whole world is going to watch this event, and I hope that everything is going to be fair and square on fight night.
He didn't say all that. Stop lying.
I added.
Yeah, I thought there was a bit more extra translation there. A bit more.
There is more to it. I actually cut it a little bit.
Okay.
I don't want to make anybody, I don't want to take it the wrong way. We thought we were oppressive, but there's more to it.
I'm sure, and I hope
Everybody
will be fair and
understood.
square.
Everybody understood what I meant.
You meant refs and judges, and I'm sure the refs and judges will be fair on Saturday.
I think Sella is coming all over the world because they want the best to win. They're investing money, they're investing millions, because what's been happening in the business has got to change. There's just too much BS happening, and it's got to change. And the best man in the ring has got to win. And I think everybody agrees with that. And I don't think anybody wants to get decisions that they don't deserve.
Madrimov has been quietly confident in the last couple of weeks. Obviously, I sat down and did a face-off between Terence Crawford and Israil Madrimov, and he's a man of few words, but when he does speak, he speaks in loud sentences. Madrimov would have watched a lot of Terence Crawford recently. Why does he think he can beat the pound-for-pound number one?
Почему ты считаешь, что ты заслуживаешь быть номер один pound for pound? Ты много не говоришь, но почему ты считаешь, что ты заслуживаешь? Потому что я уже долго путь шел, у меня 10 боев это достаточно, я думаю, для сделать историю, потому что я люблю сделать сюрприз, и хочу это сделать здесь, мой второй дом в LA, я тренируюсь здесь в Индии, и показать всем, я лучший боксер в мире, иншаллах. Мое уважение к Кроуфорду, потому что он мой любимый боксер, я уважаю его стиль, он хорошо боксирует, что он лучший боксер в мире, я считаю.
What he said was he's going to spank Terence inside 4 rounds. Sorry about it, but you did.
I've had an extensive amateur career. I've been in boxing all my life. I know I have 10 pro fights, but I've fought some good fights, and I've had some really good experience in the pro ring as well. I've had a lot of experience in camp. I've been living in India basically for 6 years. I've been spending time at the gym with the Diaz brothers, and I've been gaining experience there more than the fights. And with all the respect to Team Crawford, as I said before, he's my favorite fighter, but at the same time, I believe that I can prove that I'm the best in the world as well, and I believe that anything is possible. My dream is to create something that nobody expects, to do something and win the fight I'm not supposed to win, and I believe I can do that Saturday night.
Terence Crawford, here we go again. Pound for pound, number one. A different type of challenge though for you on Saturday, just because you are moving up to a weight class where everyone's expecting Israil Madrimov to be stronger, bigger on the night. What are you expecting from Saturday?
Well, first and foremost, I'd like to thank God for blessing me to be here today. I'd like to thank Team Madrimov for accepting the challenge. I'd like to thank Turkey for putting on a tremendous card. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out here and supporting all the fighters on the card. I'm expecting Israil to come out and do what he's been doing. He's been phenomenal in the fights that he's had, but a lot of people are forgetting that I punch hard and I'm strong too. A lot of people is overthinking this whole fight, like he's the bigger guy, he's the stronger guy since I'm moving up in weight. But we always have them same questions, from Jeff Horn to Errol Spence to Benavidez, all these big guys, that's naturally bigger than me. When they get in the ring with me, everybody say, wow, Terence Crawford is stronger than we thought. And I think here Saturday, people are gonna be saying the same thing.
At 140, your power was there to see. Everyone questioned whether or not your power would be there at 147. No one's gone the distance with you at 147. Do you expect that same power to carry up to 154 pounds?
Of course, like I said, all fight weekend, I feel like I'm gonna be stronger. I'm gonna be more energized. I don't have to lose the extra 7 pounds. So it's gonna be less stress on my body. And I'm ready, I'm gonna be feeling great. You know, I'm good right now.
I know what you're gonna say when I ask this question, but I'm still gonna ask it. Do you expect this to go the distance? I know you say you don't plan for knockouts, but they always seem to come. Do you expect this to go the distance, or do you expect to stop Israil Madrimov?
I expect to win, however it comes. Whether it's a knockout, whether it's a technical decision, whether he quit, whether it goes to the decision, I expect to win. At the end of the day, Terence Crawford will be in the new.
And the new.
And the new. So far, no one has been able to disrupt that. Madrimov, just before we wrap, do you expect to be able to stop Terence Crawford?
Только на победу выйду на ринг, иншаллах. И у меня есть план. По плану я боксирую, двигаю. И результат от Аллаха. Все, что я умею, сделаю в ринге.
I expect to win. I expect to come in the ring Saturday night, follow my plan, box as we planned, and win the fight, inshallah. It's up to Allah what will happen. It's not up to me.
And still, and the new, your main event on Saturday, Terence Crawford bidding to become a 4-weight world champion and conquer a new division. Israil Madrimov looking to hold on to his 154-pound WBA belt. Both of these guys will now face off.
And the new. Pound for pound. Best in the world. On the horizon. Terence Crawford.
Sees everything you ever wanted in one moment.
It's gonna be a treat, ladies and gentlemen. Christmas came early.
His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous. But on the surface, he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd
Best in the world. Time to go to work.
but the words won't come out. Everybody's choking now. The clock's running out.
Time to go to work. Time to go to work. Work time. Time to go to work. No, baby. Let's go. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams.
Right here, guys.
Talk about you, do you fool? Listen to music or do you just skip through it? See, I'm influenced by the ghetto you ruined. The same dude, you gave nothing. I made something doing what I do through and through it. I give you the dude.